It all starts with a good idea. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur, seasoned business owner, or somewhere in between, investing in tech-based innovations can be a risky but rewarding proposition. However, finding folks who are willing to share your vision as well as the risk can be daunting. If you've decided to start a tech-based business, or if you want to grow your existing company, you'll need a concrete plan. No matter what stage of maturity your business is in, having and updating a business plan helps you answer questions like, what's the best legal structure for my company? How do I protect my intellectual property? Can I sell direct, or should I consider a distribution network? But your biggest question is likely to be, where do I go to get funding? Regardless of the economic climate, starting a tech business or deciding it's time for your company to invest in a new product line is not easy. But getting financing, especially for a startup, can be the biggest challenge. If you've already been to the bank, then you know that getting a business loan depends on your cash flow and to some extent your asset base. But if your business is still in the concept stage or just isn't generating enough revenue, it's likely the bank won't be able to help you. This is where we come in. I'm Liz Wilson with Ben Franklin Technology Partners of Central and Northern Pennsylvania. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to our program and show you how we can help turn your product ideas into a business reality. Ben Franklin Technology Partners is a state-funded initiative that was launched in the early 80s during an economic downturn. The governor and the legislators wanted to develop an ongoing program that would help stimulate innovation and economic growth in Pennsylvania while creating tech-based jobs. Over the years, the Ben Franklin program has been supported by all the subsequent administrations because of our continued success in helping to create new businesses and thousands of new jobs in the state. So what does the Ben Franklin program actually do? We provide funding and business support services to emerging technology-based companies as well as small existing manufacturers who are trying to develop a new product or get into new markets. Today, many experts have stated that continued business growth depends on investing in innovation and those who have the entrepreneurial spirit to commercialize new products. So, how can Ben Franklin help you? As you know, most emerging technology companies have little or no cash flow, and often their only asset is the intellectual property that protects their idea. Many of the business owners we've helped over the years were in prototype development when they first came to us. They tried to use their own money to keep the business going, maxing out credit cards, borrowing against their homes and pensions, or relying on loans from friends and family before they came to Ben Franklin. If you are the owner of an existing business, funding R&D projects can be a drain on your daily operation. If you're already drawing on a line of credit and other traditional sources of money are just not available, putting money into product development can look even riskier.
Well, Drucker is much more simple to explain. It's a manufacturer of laboratory centrifuges. A variety of models covering a variety of markets, but we make centrifuges. You need a company like Ben Franklin when you're starting out, when nobody else will listen to you. You have a great idea. You just need a little bit of cash, money to jumpstart it. Unless you got rich uncles or fathers, it's pretty hard to get that money. Just having the ability to have these people across the board, whether it's on the high-tech side, the marketing side, the finance side, to be able to ask for some help there, some advice, some guidance, that's immeasurable. I mean, it's like all of a sudden you go, wow, I got a team here. You're not paying for it. They're there to help you grow.
Ben Franklin offers much more than financial assistance. The Transformations Business Services Network is a business support service offered to Ben Franklin clients. A team of seasoned professionals can offer you one-on-one assistance on topics like financial management, strategic planning, accounting, marketing and advertising, and human resource management. Having access to this type of support is critical, especially in the early stages of starting a business. As you might suspect, many of the folks we've assisted over the years told us later that the professional guidance they received from their transformations representative turned out to be just as valuable to them as the funding.
Linear Acoustic builds and designs hardware that is used behind the scenes in broadcast to ensure that smooth and consistent audio is delivered to people that are watching television. Working with Ben Franklin allowed us to very quickly become better experts at business. I think that one of the things that impressed me most about Ben Franklin was they could do something that none of us could do. And there are a couple of people there that have an innate ability to look at a balance sheet, and while a pure financial person would say it's black and white, it's not black and white. There's a story to those numbers. Financially, we knew what we were talking about. We understood the terms. They didn't realize that we had this fantastic support structure that was almost volunteering behind us. It just seemed too good to be true. And learning about the business side of the business from people that had been through this, not only in Pennsylvania, but brought experience from all over the country and all over the world, made us feel better inside, but to the outside world, people were shocked when they found out that we were under 20 employees.
The Venture Investment Forum is another service we offer our clients. As your company begins to grow and generate revenue, you may find that your money needs are also changing. The Venture Investment Team offers training on a variety of topics, such as basic financial principles, understanding term sheets, and techniques for business valuation. When the time is right, the team will assist you in accessing follow-on funding opportunities from angel groups and venture capital investors. They'll even coach you on how to make your presentation. You'll see how making a successful pitch to investors differs sharply from the one you use to sell your product. Speaking of selling your products, the Venture Investment Forum recently added an e-marketing learning center to their mix of training offerings. You can learn about a variety of tools, such as social networking, website optimization, and e-commerce, to name just a few, that will enhance your marketing efforts and grow your sales.
At Reclamaire, we're the data security experts, and what Reclamaire does is protect people's data at every point in the life cycle. When a computer needs to go die, it needs to have special handling and special processing. Some people would even call us the undertaker, for lack of a better term. We prepare the computer to go and die and make sure that the data does not come back to haunt you. And then we also do services around data recovery. So when hard drives crash, we have an operating room to recover the data. And we recover the data just for business users, but we also recover the data for court cases and for litigation. The help that Ben Franklin has given us both in helping staff get trained, helping us understand marketing strategies, accounting assistance in terms of do your staff know how to use QuickBooks, training programs. Just invaluable. And some of it is at no cost in terms of what they have, but if they have to reach out to other entities and there are charges, or you've reached out to another entity, they work very hard to help you find some dollars to help make it happen.
Another important thing you should know about Ben Franklin is our affiliation with other business development service providers. This includes incubators, chambers of commerce, small business development centers, technology councils, and the many colleges and universities located in our 32-county footprint. We are fortunate that our service area is home to a world-class system of higher education. In central Pennsylvania alone, there are a dozen institutions that partner with the Innovation Transfer Network, an initiative supported by Ben Franklin and other regional partners to promote tech transfer opportunities with area businesses. In addition, our relationship with Penn State University is often very beneficial to our portfolio companies. Penn State is highly respected as one of the largest and most productive research engines in the country. As a subsidiary corporation of the university, Ben Franklin is able to offer our clients invaluable R&D resources in terms of facilities and faculty right from our own backyard. So if you're thinking about applying for Ben Franklin funding, in a minute I'll walk you through the process, but there are a few things you should know first. Our financial resources are limited, so the process is competitive. Not everyone who applies will receive funding. There are no fees or points to apply. If we accept your proposal, you won't need personal guarantees or collateral to secure the funding. However, there is a cash or in-kind match requirement and a payback obligation. Because our investments are unsecured in terms of collateral, our due diligence process is extensive. From start to finish, it could take 3 to 4 months before your project is submitted to our board. Still interested? Here's what to do to get started. If you're on our website at www.cnp.benfranklin.org, go to the Contact Us section to identify the nearest satellite office. Have an initial chat about your idea on the phone with the Ben Franklin representative in your area. Afterwards, if you'd like to move forward or need further information, make an appointment for a face-to-face meeting and bring along your current business summary. If our staff agrees that your idea is a good candidate for our program, you'll be asked to make a presentation and then submit a formal proposal. Examples of our application proposals are posted on our website under the Forms section. On a quarterly basis, after a final staff review, our Board of Directors selects the best candidates for funding. Remember, the product or process you are developing is important, but our primary goal at Ben Franklin is to help create and retain higher-paying, tech-based jobs in the region. So your desire and ability to commercialize the technology is what makes for a successful proposal. But it all starts with a good idea.